Hi there, I'm Lisa. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you a studio tour. This is where I work from. I have worked in this room since 2004. I started up my own business back in 2003 and suddenly realised that I needed somewhere to work from. This was a garage before. It was extended onto the front, so it's a bit larger than a regular garage, and we turned it into a room so I could properly set up office and work from home. Now, although my business has changed over the years and I've been doing Lollipop Box Club for almost 4 years now, it was a craft-based business before. I had a wedding stationery business, so it hasn't really changed that much for the purpose for the building. And I was a scrapbooker back then as well, and I still scrapbook and do all that kind of thing as well. So I'm going to show you around today. I've had quite a few requests for a studio tour, and although I filmed quite a lot of videos doing various declutters and organising and all that kind of thing, I've never in all these years actually given a studio of the room where I spend probably 95% of my time. If you work for yourself, you know what I mean, and I generally work 7 days and evenings a week. Obviously I take certain time off, but unless we're going on holiday or we have a day planned, like when we moved our daughter into uni in September or something like that, I do work as soon as I wake up till the moment I go to bed. It is very handy working from home. The studio comes off the kitchen, so it's easy to fix meals and that kind of thing, and obviously when the kids were younger I was always at hand for them as well. I really hope that you will enjoy this video today. Please give me a thumbs up if you do. Ask any questions if there are any, and please don't forget to subscribe if you don't already. I do have a few more in-depth videos about certain areas of the room, so if there are any I will let you know so you can watch those after if you would like to. So this is where I walk in from the kitchen. I've always meant to paint the door, and like I said, this room was done in 2004 and it's one of those jobs that's still on the list, but it is where I store all my stamps. I did a whole video on this last year, so I will link that up for you. They were all a complete mess before, but I bought this hanger from a charity store and I completely stored them. I store them now all in themes. It makes life so much easier. More stamps there, and I've actually got stamps in the bags too, so I'll link that video up for you. Here's some of my artwork, just random artwork that I've done. I always get asked about that rainbow and I don't actually like it. It was just an old canvas that I painted over, so I've stuck it there. This one I've stolen from my daughter's room. She's an amazing artist, but she's just decided to throw out all her canvases lately, and I'm going to steal that and do something else on that one. I really like hanging these big chip, like what do you call them, like pin boards, just the natural ones. They're really good because you can hang up your scrapbooking pages and leave them on display, but obviously you can just change them as well. And this flamingo was painted by my daughter. I told you she's amazing. Then I've got an old globe and a 12 by 12 Disney scrapbook page that I framed. I store all my boxes down here for work. I have a subscription box company, so I get through a lot of boxes. They all get stored down on the floor here. And then this rack, I really need to organise this. These are all my mists. A lot of them are really old and they don't actually spray anymore, so I need to actually go through, test them and decide what I'm keeping, what I'm not, and maybe the ones I do want to keep that aren't spraying anymore, actually clean out the bottles. This area here, I've got my Ikea stands. These are amazing. They're really good for storage. I will just go through those with you. At the top there, very, very top, I've got 12 by 12 trays of layouts that need to be filed. I've then got some scrapbooking albums. The letters all keep coming off, and like the door, it's always on my list of to-dos. This is then where I keep traveller's notebooks, mini albums. I've also got books there behind them as well. These next canvas, like 12 by 12 boxes, again I did a video on those recently. I did a really big declutter in here actually, I think just a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago, so I'll link that up below and you will actually get to see me go through all those boxes and have a really good organise. But I keep all my DIYs, you know, when you pick up things from Poundland, charity stores, and you think, oh, I can do that, they are stored in there. The old typewriter belonged to my husband's grandfather. Love that thing. And then I've got some mini books that I've been working on from our summer trip. And I will link up the mini book playlist for you. I make loads of mini books. I really enjoy it. And then I've got doilies, glassine envelopes that have all been reused from various scrapbooking kits, and pens. Then I've got, I don't know, a basket of bits and pieces. And then I've got candles and things like that. And more scrapbooking albums. I have this funky blue filing cabinet. I absolutely love this. In here I keep all my Lollipop stickers, and in the top here it's notepads, new notepads for work, and also batteries. The table here, I bought this from Ikea, and I've absolutely filled it with all the mini books that I've made over the years. It's just a lift off lid, and I've put a tray on the top. Really pleased with this, and again that comes with a video of when I actually put this together, so I will also link that up below for you. I just think it's such a cool way to store all my mini books. Then I've got my little sofa area. I do want to do a DIY because I'd like this to kind of be my little YouTube nook where I sit and talk, do my videos from. So I am actually going to be doing a DIY gallery wall very soon. The sofa was new last year. I absolutely love it. It's from sofa.com, I think that was right. But I have a video with that when it arrived and installing it, so I will also link that up below. This area here is my scrapbooking area. This is where I shoot a lot of my YouTube, well, most of my YouTube videos when I'm scrapbooking and doing unboxings and all that kind of thing. I've got the window here, so it adds an extra bit of light. I've always got the current kit on the top here, so I know exactly what I'm working on, and also when I'm creating from it, I can see what I've got to use. I've got a basket here of DIYs, and all this area featured in my recent declutter video as well. This cupboard here is more of an admin cupboard. I have got a few bits and pieces on the bottom and a basket of large punches, and then on the top there is all personal admin and all the kids admin kind of stuff. This is another one of those big cupboards. I talked about this on my recent video with my tissue paper video cupboard. I love this cupboard. It's super deep. So much in here. This is where I keep all my packing stuff for work, or like my bags and tape, all that kind of thing. I've got paint on the bottom and gift bags. I've got an old Sizzix machine there. Lots and lots of all the Royal Mail bits and pieces as well that I use. I used to do all my mixed media projects from here years and years and years ago, way before Lollipop, and the top just was so dirty, well, not dirty but covered in paint, so I actually bought some wallpaper covering almost from eBay. It was $8.99 for the tube, and I covered the top, and it looks so much better, and it was really easy to do. This is just the most recent layout that I actually made. I made this for Paper Maze. They send me bits and pieces, and I get to scrapbook, which is really nice. This was a recent Orlando layout. I have full details on the Paper Maze blog, which I will link up for you if you are interested. And then here I just keep, again, I spoke about this in my recent declutter video, little drawers where I just keep all my small bits and pieces, like for making up charms, paper clips, all that kind of thing. And then I organised my washi recently. And then I've got here this little basket here. I keep all my hotties because they weigh down my tripod when I film. It balances on the windowsill here. And then I've got all my little jars of buttons and all my jars of ribbons. And then again, this was in my recent declutter video, sorting through all my punches and my washi tape. And then I've got all my pots where I keep scissors, pens, ink pads, all that kind of thing, more pens. I do have lots of little random pieces of art like this. This one's from Coco Daisy. I just like things like that. It makes me really happy. Then I organised all my pens and tools recently. I do have something else I wanted to show you actually. I've just seen something. I was sent, I don't know what you call them. Do you call them adapters? I don't know. Recently to try, and I'm just going to show you. It's just behind here. As I said, I do my scrapbooking from this area, and I always had a problem with my heat gun and my glue gun because I have all the plugs back there. I kind of have one at the back here, but I keep stuff underneath my desk and I could never get to it, so I would always be making here and then going to use the glue gun or the heat gun at the other end of my studio, until last week I got sent, colours are perfect for me, but it sits neatly behind my pots, and I've got 8 plug sockets, and I've also got the USB sockets as well. So now it's amazing. I can use my heat gun, and I can use my glue gun, and I can, if I need to charge something, if I need to charge my phone, and it just looks quite cute as well, rather than having one of those long, great big socket things. So really pleased with that. And my husband noticed, he's always the practical one, that it's also got that surge thing, so if anything happens and it blows, it will just automatically switch off. So very happy with that. I will link up that below for you. Now, this isn't just a pretty studio for like that's very Instagram worthy. It is a working office, so I do have lots and lots of work stuff around. I love watching Clutterbug's cleaning channel. She's like cleaning and organising, and a friend got me onto her, and she's really good actually, and I'm really hooked. Something she says, you find the type of bug you are, and that teaches you how to organise your things. So I will link her up as well. And I think I'm a ladybug, I can't remember. There's 3 different categories, and my type of tidying is I like things to be hidden. So for example, I've got all these papers, I like them in baskets, or my, like in my Ikea storage there. That's why I've got the like fabric baskets. I like things that are hidden away, but I know how to find them. And for me, keeping things tidy, then I can just go straight back to the place where they belong and just dump them in. And this way really works for me. So go and have a look at her channel, and it could actually help you with staying organized, because since I found out my own personal way to do with like my personality, keeping tidy has become so much easier. So in all these baskets, it's literally all work stuff, papers, all that kind of thing. And again, that is in my organising video from the other day. So we go from the scrapbooking desk to what I call my planner desk. This is where I sit and do a lot of my planning. This is my social media planner. It's just a Webster's Pages personal planner. Then I've got all my other various planners. I have planners for different things. Memory keeping, I've got recipe file there. I've got budget planning, holiday planning. I have a separate one for like come Christmas time, all that kind of thing. And then I've just got the pens and binder clips and all that kind of thing. More Cocoa Daisy art. My daughter and myself did an Anthropologie class. I will link that up below for you as well. And we actually learned how to make those little succulent and cacti pots. And that's another one there. They were really easy to make and really good fun. And then obviously I keep other bits and pieces. I've got tools on that shelf there. I did recently, or I think it was last year actually, I did a desk tour. So I will link that up below for you. But I love these Ikea drawers. And again, since organising them, having all the baskets, everything always stays tidy. That's my pens. Notepads. I haven't had to tidy any of this to do this video. Candles and tester pots at the back. Everything, because it has a place, always stays tidy. That's my adhesive drawer. I use every nook and cranny in the studio. For example, I've got a gap here. I keep my board that I do my mixed media on. I also keep my Royal Mail size guide, and I've also got some watercolour paper in there as well. Side, I keep packaging paper bags at the very back. That's my sewing kit. I've got more punches, and then I keep all my papers there. Another one of those areas that really isn't very pretty but is a necessity. I've got more storage boxes at the very top where I keep excess stock. These 2 big canvas bags, I keep lollipops because a lollipop goes in every kit. And then I keep all my packaging, cards, and then lots of paper that I use for packaging. And then again, I've got excess stock and things like that that I will use for the sale kits coming up. Another little like filing cabinet. I keep my A4 trimmer on there. These are lockable, so I keep all my lockable way like statements and things like that, all that kind of admin. And I also keep my photo paper in there as well. Then we get to the working area where my desk where I work from. These bits are all future kit bits that are starting to arrive. I have the next kit. I made a little gallery wall just to try and make it a bit prettier. I've got some ideas that I might want to change that though, that I'm thinking about. I have 2 printers. My husband tends to work from the one from the left. I like the one on the right. We just prefer different printers. He has an office upstairs, so he prints from there. And then underneath I've got scrapbooking stuff, and I've got loads of little drawers of bits to sell. I also keep felt, stuff like that. I've got tags in there. Now the area under my desk, I actually organised this last year, and again it has stayed really tidy, so I'm just going to give you a quick look. I put these two little £5 Ikea desks under my desk last year. I keep scrapbooking paper and other bits and pieces that I've still got from my old business to sell underneath, and then on top I've used an old Cocoa Daisy box. I've got some old kits there, and I keep my laminator. Middle tray is actually a big tray I purchased from Ikea. I think it was about £5. Then I keep a mini trimmer. We've got a mini screwdriver set. I keep pliers and all that kind of thing. Heat gun, glue sticks, glue gun, and more heat guns. Somebody asked me recently where I keep or how I store my stencils, and this is it. The bottom of an old Cocoa Daisy box. I keep the large 12x12s in the bottom. I've got some really diddy ones in that folder. And then, to be honest, most of them, the 6x6s and the smaller ones, or the Lollipop ones, I actually keep in this little tote which sits on top. Again, I think it's a personality thing. I need something quick. I can't be dealing with having to put things in folders and in like a special category. It just wouldn't work for me. I need something that I can just quickly put in there. I don't have to think about it, and it stays tidy. Then I've got all my desk stationery. Again, I organised this in my recent video. And I always have my to-do lists there. I do all my YouTube stuff from my Mac. And then my husband he's the techie person. I don't really know what half the stuff is there behind there. We've got external storage, hard drives, all that kind of thing. Little stand he put there for my phone. And then I've got my PC that I work from. I have 2 monitors for that. I have this huge great big pad which I love, and I could scribble notes. And then I have my daily planner and my yearly planner. Always open on my desk. Keep all old memorabilia and things like that down the side there, and old magazines that I've been featured in over the years through the scrapbooking. And then here, I love this area here. Again, I did this last year, so I will link that up below. I've got totes with work stuff, and then I keep all my stickers, all my spare notepads, obviously my planners. I've got notebooks in there, planner pages, travel books, various notebooks. I keep a notebook for YouTube planning and all that kind of thing. This one here, I've got journals. This is a pouch where I keep all my selfie stuff. That's a pencil case that I keep for whenever we are going out and about. I can grab it. Then I've got all my 12x12 coloured cardstock, my white cardstock. These are for my trip planning. And then I've got, these are all trip planning journals as well that I keep when we go away. The admin section here, this is all my notebooks for work. And then I have a filing cabinet here for work as well, next to my memorabilia and my large boxes. I've got like a kind of like camera techie drawer. I always reuse things like glass jars, salsa jars. They're really handy for keeping things in. That's all my camera cards. Fridge drawer. And then I've got like receipts and invoices and things like that. And then a top stationery drawer as well. My gift wrap there, and that's where the tripod usually lives as well. I have a to buy list there just in case I need to buy something for work. I can always just add it to my list. And then some more Cocoa Daisy messy work area, paper bags and tags. That's all that section is there. I need to go through this large box here. This is all binder clips for works, envelopes, doilies, all that kind of thing. And this whole section here, these drawers, are all for work as well. Charms, clips, kind of accessories and bits and pieces. Stamps. You'll see that I use these little plastic drawers loads and loads everywhere. I've just googled drawer storage on eBay, and you can see loads and loads of different options. Planner clips, or maybe drawer organisers, maybe that's what I searched. And then I've got the other expedits, the Ikea storage here. Here I keep, again, more paper bags. This is my I don't know what to call them, cubes, I don't know. I've got my paints, pastels, I've got like my watercolour sets in here, my scoring board, watercolour pencils. Next one is another drawer of bits to sell. This one is just bits and pieces to craft with. I've got wool, felt and bits and pieces in there. More sort of crafty bits and pieces. Got a basket of crafty bits and pieces there. I keep all my flair and my badges. I can't remember what's in those drawers. I can't really reach them, so I haven't used them for a long time. But they look quite cute, and I've got some of my own artwork. And then here, these are always kit bits that I'm working on right now. So this is current kit, and I'm about to pack the current kit. This is my scrapbooking area, and I've always got papers and bits and pieces that I'm using. And then I've got paper trays for coloured paper at the back. I always use these little pots if I'm making charms and things. They're always handy. This was a DIY I did from a charity shop find absolutely years ago. I keep old memorabilia in there for scrapbooking. And then, as you can see, it's just like traveller's notebooks. I've got more pencils, pens, paints in this tray here. I like these trays here. They're really good for storage, actually. This is from Wilko. I think they're £3. And as you can see, they just sit over a shelf. So I will link that up for you as well. And then onto the last bit of the studio. Again, it's kind of like a paint station. I've got pencils, paints. I've always got a candle on the go. Always like a candle, and more pencils, stamps, candy, that kind of thing. And then I've got these drawers, which again I think I organised last year, and they've stayed organised as well. I've got stamps, again using those plastic drawers. I've got work, kind of like packaging bags, more cello bags. Keep all my die cuts, and the rest is just for stock from my online shop. You saw me do some of the organisation in these drawers the other day, and I use these little baskets that I really like from Poundland. They're really handy for in here. But like I said, this is all just stock from my online shop. It just keeps it nice and tidy. And with regards to using up all the space, I keep all gift bags, and they get reused, they get slotted there. And here are my cutting boards as well. One problem with the Ikea drawers, which I really don't like, I mentioned the other day, that when you've got something stuffed behind, you can't just pull them out. You have to actually physically get a screwdriver and take them out to adjust. So that was my studio tour. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope I've shown everything. I think I have. Let me know if you have any questions, or if I missed something, or if you would like more details on anything in particular. I will confess that it doesn't always stay this tidy. For example, at the moment, as I'm getting ready for kit packing, I have baskets and baskets of little packages to go inside the kits. They were all across the floor, and I've actually just shoved them into the kitchen for the time being. So it doesn't always stay this tidy. Leading up to kit packing, it gets very messy. But it feels tidy because everything inside the cupboards and the drawers and surfaces is always tidy. I just kind of need a bit more floor space because it's the baskets that keep coming in, and boxes as deliveries arrive. That's where it gets messy, and I just don't have the space for those, so it's quite tricky sometimes. But as far as staying organised, it does stay organised very easily. I think because of those simple systems that I have in place, all the baskets, the boxes, all that kind of thing. It suits my kind of personality. I'm not one to take a great length of time to organise and things like that, so I need quick and easy systems in place. So I hope that's all helped you with the kind of storage and organising as well. Like I said, everything below that I've spoken about that I have links to, I will include those in the description box below. I do hope you've enjoyed this video and you've actually enjoyed seeing where I do the majority of my videos from and where I spend the majority of my time. If you'd like to see more of this kind of thing, like studios, like where I work from, and studio photos, that kind of thing, I will link up my Instagram below. It's Lollipop Box Club, and I also have a personal one, The Funky Fairy. They're both linked below for you. And I hope you have enjoyed this video today. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful Monday. It was a bit of a motivational Monday with a difference today, but I've got some exciting things coming up this week. I think I'm talking planners on Wednesday. I haven't actually filmed that yet, but I think I'm talking planners, and I might do a quick planner DIY. And shopping on Friday, and oh, I'm doing trip announcement at the weekend for our summer 2019 trip. So have a great week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.